Fine. We will go to my number two, which is coming back to Miami, is Ruben Bain, the edge rusher from the Miami Hurricanes. He's one of the most disruptive defensive linemen in college football this year. His name has been high up on draft boards really since the start of this draft cycle, and it hasn't really dropped off. He wasted kind of no time in making an impact in Miami. He is a true freshman. He was already one of the most disruptive defenders. He's really compact, powerful, dense frame, explosive lower body, and he's a proper grown man already entering the NFL. He's not long and wiry like some of the other pass rushers, but he's got really good first step quickness, heavy, strong hands. He uses leverage very, very well, and he's true power through contact type of player. He can convert that speed to power really very quickly, and he's got good pad level as well that the offensive linemen hate kind of dealing with. Um, his pressure rate, disruption rate is very high. He has had some injuries. Um, he creates his own sacks rather than just being that finisher for other teams as well. You could play him a stand-up edge. You could play him hand in the dirt. He could reduce inside if needed to against some guards, depending on the situation as well. He's got power at the point of attack. He's really good at run defense. He's competitive. Arm length again is going to be a big question about Ruben Bain. It's been mentioned time and again, and he might just not meet that threshold for some teams
Yeah,
who
he's not
do
going
go
to. No.
traits wise. Um, he's not a natural fit for every scheme, but he is scheme versatile. He can play in a lot of different schemes. I think he's a really excellent player, and teams will be getting a good defensive lineman if they pick Ruben Bain.
Yep, I've got him at number two as well. Just ferocious disruptor off the edge who's got rare power, relentlessness, and production at the highest level. Multi-dimensional as well in terms of pass rush and run stopping strength, and versatile enough to play along the front. 24% pass rush win rate in 2025, which is exceptional. And he's a power rusher who plays with a high motor, violence. He just terrorizes up front, and with his physicality, with his power, he just has that ability to take over games with it. Instant winner when you give him space too, and that high motor to chase down rushers in the backfield shows up in every game. Consistent dominance since his freshman year. He did miss time in 2024, and I do wonder if he had played in 2024, whether there'd be even more momentum behind Ruben Bain. His biggest weakness that you're going to hear between now and April is that his arm length is 30 and 3/4 inches. That's going to worry teams. There will be some teams that think that they'll have to play him on the interior because of that. And it's tweener size at 6'3", 277 pounds. But I'm more than comfortable with what I've seen Ruben Bain to play him on the edge. I've got no problems at all with that. Um, my strengths are pretty much the same as what Stu's mentioned in terms of this physical toolkit and his disruption in run defense. Just mentioned in terms of weaknesses that he's like a honing missile at times, that he can give up on assignments and plays where he sees something you think you'll just like him to be a little bit more disciplined and stick on the block that she had, especially in the run game. And then when setting the edge against the run, he's almost gambled to make the splash play at times. It pays off sometimes, but there's going to be occasions in the NFL where that's not going to happen. And I don't think he's particularly comfortable in coverage, but I'm not doing that with Ruben Bain. And if you are, then you're drafting the wrong player.